What's up with my godly people? Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Healing and strength to you guys as families always. You already know I got y'all. Today is Sunday. It's Victory Sunday for the Lakers, man. We got it done last night in LA, man. We're gonna dive in and talk about all of that in a minute. Those of you who do tune into my podcast, I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Keep on liking, subscribing, and leaving you guys as comments. Those of you that are new to my channel, to my podcast, welcome to the Drago, the Sacramento Laker podcast show. Laker Nation, let's dive into some Laker talk, man. Some NBA basketball talk. A lot of games is going on around the league. And first off, man, we're going to start off with my Lakers, man. Let's dive in and talk about it, you guys. We got it done. The final score, 111 for the Lakers and 101 for the Grizzlies. We bounced back with a win, you guys. This game was a must-win. All of these games are must-wins. And our mindset is to get two at home and head to Memphis and try to close it out on their home. That's the mindset, you guys. But we got it done last night. We got it done in Game 3. We set the tone early. Set the tone early on defense. Just like we did in the first game, you guys. We set the tone early. And it seems like just around the league, with other playoff games, man, teams that's been winning has been setting the tone early in that first quarter, man, and that's the team that's gonna end up winning, moving forward throughout the game. Like those teams that's out there really setting the tone early in that first quarter end up winning the game at the end, man, and closing the game out and getting a victory. So, man, bringing that intensity, bringing that defensive mindset early in the game, man, is key, man, for these playoffs. Because it's been going around, man, going around the league in the playoffs, the league in the playoffs. Setting the tone early is key, man. That's the formula of winning these games, man. The Warriors, they did the same thing as well, man. They brought that intensity in the first quarter, in the first half, and they ended up winning the game. They ended up beating the Kings. Speaking of the Kings, man, they got a big game today in the Bay Area, man, against the Warriors. It's going down. I believe, Game 4? Yeah, this game is big for the Sacramento Kings, but the Lakers, man, we got it done. This was a must-win, like I said. Every game is a must-win, and we brung it, man, in that first quarter, man. That defensive intensity. We were running our plays. We were running our sets beautifully. LeBron scored a floater in the lane, first bucket. AD getting lob dunks. AD finishing at the rim in the paint. He was killing Xavier Tillman. He couldn't do nothing. He only had 6 points in this game, but he did have 12 big rebounds. We got to get and keep him off the glass, box that guy out. But he didn't have no answer for AD in Game 3. AD came back with a big game, 31 points, 17 rebounds. He was dominating this game from start to finish. He was making his mid ranges. He was doing those floaters, man, in the lane. He was triple threatening and spinning off the defender, man, and finishing with the right hand layup, man. He was getting to his spots early and quick. He was making quick reads. When he would get the ball in the post, he would make a move quick and get to his spot and rise up, man, and shoot the floater or shoot the jumper. AD had it going, man. He was cooking all game long. He was in a rhythm all game long. He hit a 3 in the third quarter, I believe, or the fourth quarter. When LeBron drove to the basket, he kicked it out. AD was wide open for the 3 ball, man. That was a nice play, and that was nice to see Anthony Davis get a 3-pointer, man, because he haven't been really taking those threes like that this year. He's been more effective, being effective in the paint and around the rim and in the paint all year long. That's where he's been killing and getting his money at all year long is in the paint. And I like him in the paint, man. And the closer to the basket for AD, man, the more successful that AD will be individually and for the team success as well. For AD to get as closest to the basket as possible, so he can get those easy buckets, man, because he got a nice soft touch. He got good hands when the ball's being thrown to him and forced into him. And he can make the passes out the double team, man, when they start the double team. AD out the post. But yeah, man, AD had a dominant performance. He had 3 blocks as well, 2 steals, 2 assists. He filled up the stat sheet, you guys, and that's what we want from AD, man. Fill up the stat sheet, be dominant on offense and defense. And yeah, man, that's gonna lead us to wins. We need him to play like that, continue to play like this throughout this series, man, to try to beat these guys, man, in Memphis, because the Memphis is not going to slow down, not one bit. Those guys are going to keep on fighting and scratching and itching to try to beat us, you guys. Dillon Brooks, man, he got thrown out the game. I believe it was the first half or the second half. He got thrown out the game. He hit LeBron in the nuts. He hit LeBron in the low area, man, where all men do not want to get hit at. All men. You know what I'm talking about, man. We don't want to get hit down there. That's one place a man don't want to get hit at, man, and that's in between the legs, man. That's not it. That's every man's weakness, man, is to get hit in between the legs, man. That's not it. But yeah, man, it was a little dirty play by Dillon Brooks. He got thrown out the game. What I was reading earlier today, he's not going to be suspended for what he did to LeBron for that low blow. I don't think he should get suspended either, you guys. I want him to play. I don't want no excuses. I want a healthy Memphis team, but it is what it is, man. I like the decision of not him being suspended for Game 4. Game 4 is going to be a big game for us, you guys. We got to get 2 at home. We got to defend our home court. We got to protect our home court. I like the position that we in right now. We had a good game in Game 3. Bounce back win. LeBron had 25 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 5 assists, and 9 rebounds. He filled up the stat sheet as well. He set the tone early as well. I did not want to see LeBron try to go at Dillon Brooks and try to make it a one-on-one game. I'm glad he didn't make it a one-on-one game. I'm glad he stuck to the script. He stuck to the game plan, and he just played LeBron basketball, man. Finding his teammates, getting in the lane, finishing at the rim, going to the free throw line, getting in the rhythm, going attacking the basket, going in the hole and attacking the basket, getting in the rhythm early. He had that little mid-range going, little sidestep jumper going early. And he got in the groove early, and he got us the lead early in this game. And AD and LeBron's energy in the first half, man, carried over to D'Lo, carried over to Austin Reeves and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt had 0. He had a goose egg, but he had 3 blocks, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. 1 rebound. That's not like him. Did he go out the game in this game? Did he get hurt? I think he went out in this game. I believe he went out in this game. But yeah, he only had 1 rebound, man. That's not like him. He usually get like 7, 8 rebounds or something, 9 rebounds. Vanderbilt got to pick it up, and I believe he did get banged up in this game. I can't remember, but I know he did get banged up in this game. AD got banged up as well. He had blood on his shirt, man. If you're not bloody, you're not playing hard enough, man. He had that blood on his shirt, man. If you do not have blood on your shirt, you're not playing hard, man. AD is playing hard out there. He deflecting, trying to deflect every shot. When they drive to the hole, he's after it, man. He's getting after it. Those guys running in transition, him trying to get back and guard the rim, man. He's coming out of that. He's coming from nowhere and trying to, man, take that ball to the stands. Clap that ball to the stands, man. And he got tangled up and he fell on the cameraman and he got bloody, man, by the cameraman. I believe it was somewhere in his mouth. And yeah, man, he had blood on his jersey, man. AD is a warrior. Some say he's soft, but he a warrior, man. When he on that court and when he's healthy and when he's playing in between those lines, man, AD is one of the dominant players in the league, if not the best dominant big in the league. Hands down. When that guy is healthy and on the court and then playing in between the lines, he's the best, man. He's the best big man in the game. He is a little inconsistent, but it happens sometimes, man. Kobe didn't always go off for 30. He had little 20s, hit little 20 game, 18-point games. It wasn't always 30 every single game. He did have some off games. He scored like, 8 points or something, 9 points before in the game. It happens, man. It happens to the best of them, man. LeBron don't always score 30-plus points. D-Wade didn't always score 30-plus points in every single game. He wasn't dominant every single game. They expect AD to be dominant every single game. He don't have to be dominant every single game. You want to know why? Because we have LeBron, because we have Austin Reeves, because we have D'Angelo Russell, because we got Hachimura coming off the bench. He don't have to be a dominant player every single night. Because he got his teammates, man, that got his back. That got his back, man, especially Hachimura coming off that bench. That guy went into the history books again. He's the only player in 15 years to score 15-plus points in 3 straight back-to-back-to-back playoff games. Hachimura. That guy's been red hot coming off that bench. And he's been contributing huge for us off that bench, man. And we're going to need that all series long from Hachimura, man. Keep on shooting like that from 3, man. I believe he like 9 for 13 from three-pointer. Like, he's really hot, man. He's been working on that 3 ball, he said. And yeah, man, it's been working, man. It's definitely been working, man. Keep on lighting up Memphis, man, from 3-pointer, man, coming off that bench. Dennis Schroeder, man, he only had 7 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Malik Beasley, he's still, man, goose egg all across the board, man. But he had 2 rebounds, 0 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, and 0 assists in this game. Jordan. Yeah, man, he had goose eggs, you guys. He did not get it done. I don't know why he can't get in the rhythm in the playoffs, though, man. We brought him over, man, to shoot threes, man, to be our 3-point threat. And he ain't been doing that this series at all. And Troy Brown getting a no-show as well. 2 points, 1 block, 1 steal, and 3 rebounds. He almost filled up the stat sheet, but he really not being effective out there either. No, Darvin Ham don't really want to mess up the rotation and get guys off their rhythm and off their game. But man, Malik Beasley can really, man, light it up from 3-pointer, man. We need that guy. We really need him. But D'Angelo, he picked it up. He had 7 assists. He was controlling the game early with his passing. 17 points, 1 steal, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Yeah, he was dishing that rock early to AD, finding him in the lane in transition. He threw him a lob, a no-look lob that got the crowd going. And yeah, man, we never looked back in this game. We had a big lead, a 30-point lead, a 28-point lead in this game. We held on to the lead, even though they fought back in the second half. Josh started to pick up his offensive game, man. He ended up with 45 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds. He was killing us in the second half, man. He had 22 straight buckets. He scored 22 points all by himself. And in the fourth quarter, I believe? Like, he was killing us, man. That boy was in a rhythm, and he got going. He was shooting that 3, and he was knocking it down. And they kept freaking going under the screen. I believe Darvin Ham wanted them to go under the screen and make him take those shots because of his hand. That's what I think Darvin Ham was doing, man. I think he was making our guys go under the screen and make Josh shoot those threes and see if Josh can knock down those shots with his hand issue, man, his hand injury he's dealing with. But he was knocking them down, man. He really was, man, and that got him in the rhythm. He was knocking down those threes. He was getting in the lane off the pick and roll, and he was finishing at the rim. He was going to the free throw line. He was knocking down his free throws. I believe he was like 14 for 14 or something from the free throw line. Yeah, he was killing, man. It was nice to see, man. It was an impressive performance by Ja Morant for sure. His comeback game, man, from that hand injury. We definitely gotta throw a double team at that guy next game. But I like how we played defense on Jaren Jackson Jr. and Xavier Tillman. We took those guys out the game early. We got those guys in foul trouble quick in this game, and those guys couldn't get in a rhythm at all. Those guys' games were thrown off early in this game, and those guys couldn't get in a rhythm because those guys were in foul trouble in this game. Desmond Baines had 18 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. We contained him pretty well in this game. We definitely got to pick it up on the defensive side of the ball, though. We cannot let up on these guys. These guys are going to keep on fighting and battling, man. We do not want to get this team life, man, because they play hard, and they're not going to back down from LeBron or AD. But well done, man, by us, Darvin Ham, the coaching staff, man, bounce back game to get the win in Game 3. Game 4 is on Monday, I believe, in LA. It's another must-win game for us. We got to set the tone early in this game. We got to contain Ja Morant, do the best that we can do on him, do the best that we can do on Jaren Jackson and Desmond Baines, man. And try not to let those other guys get hot, like Luke Kennard coming off the bench. He only had 4 points in that game. What's the name? Only had Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones he had 0. Like, that was huge, man. We locked up that guy. He only had 3 assists and 4 rebounds. 0 points, 0 blocks, and 0 steals. That was big, man. Because he's been red hot coming off the bench for that Memphis team. And for us to hold him to 0, man, that's huge. That's really huge. But, man, shout out to LeBron. Shout out to AD. Those guys, man, set the tone early for this team. And we got the victory. We got the win. Shout out to Coach Darvin Ham and his coaching staff and Rob Pelinka and everybody, man. Game 4, man. Must win. We got to get that game, you guys, man. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Peace and God bless.